What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, we're going to talk about how the Dow is down more than 500 points on a red-hot inflation number as the dumb retail is chasing Malaysian stocks of all things. So the obvious question of this day is, what in the world are we doing holding 7 core stocks? Or are we exactly where we need to be? All that and more coming right up. Why didn't you get me in holo at $1.25? I saw it went to 43. Last trade on BGLC, 3.25. Sell it all. Sell it all. What is that? Like the 12th haul of the day? Sell it all. That's a 10-bagger. It was 35 cents. Hasn't filed any fucking news, let alone a 10Q in 7 months. Came public at 4, went all the way to 8 cents in the last year. Was trading sideways for months at between $0.25 and 35 cents. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere on, 100x normal daily volume, they decide to take it up to over $3 a share. Sell it all. This reminds me of last March. By the way, this is my 4th or 5th attempt to do a video. The system has crashed. I think NASDAQ's overloaded. I'm using my usual Movavi software and Tascam Mixcast 4 podcast. And it's crashing the system. But I'm going to keep this video very short because I want to make just one major point. But if you're in these stocks, whether it's the Chinese stocks, the Malaysian stocks, get out now. If you made money, get down on one knee. I don't give a shit. If you believe in the good Lord above, or as a good friend of mine says, the good Lord within, you need to give thanks. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This typically happens, as was the case last March, when markets are topping, when the market runs out of opportunities to make money, when big tech, cap tech like NVIDIA or ARM before it dropped $40 today, is tapped out. They start looking for the most ridiculous things, and they can count on not you, but dumb retail all over the world to pile into stocks. You would think someone would say, wait a second. This stock is up 10, 15, 20, 30x from where it was yesterday on no news, and I'm going to come plowing in now. You think people would stop and think, maybe I'm about to make a mistake, but no, not everybody. So you've got dumb retail just taking absolutely everything that the Wall Street bets and Reddit maniacs are willing to give them. They load up on these stocks towards the end of the day. They put out a buy recommendation early on. The bots take over at 4 a.m. and they just take off. But mark my words, whether it's holo or BGLC, again, last trade, it's halted at 3.25. Sell it all. Get out of these things. I'm telling you, it's a train wreck waiting to happen. And they're going to be down to at or near where they started within 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even less. I saw top went from 2.5 to 7.5. It's already back to 2 and change. But that's not what you want to hear, is it? You wanted to hear me tell you to buy these stocks. You wanted me to say, hey, the core holdings are about to come down. They're going to abandon all US-based penny stocks, at least for a few weeks to a month. Didn't you? But I must say, I am rather surprised that we've only had one person quit. One's quit, probably 2 or 3 more coming. But we have close to 370 strong. I'm down 15.45% to be exact from the recent high. But I've got 14 and 15% positions. We have 7 core holdings. So I'm pushing 14, 15, or even 16. Yeah, I see it under 11 cents. I'd be all over it. I have no idea why it's down there. Obviously, somebody's selling. The paper hands are dumping in favor of fucking scams that are up 10, 15, 20x. But you may have heard me say the other day, and I know it's hard to believe, and this video will not be widely watched, and that's a good thing. I'm going through a bit of transformation. Maybe you are as well. Whereas I'm getting close to 54 on April 13th and about to take my first vacation in 19 years in a couple weeks, taking you with me, that there's very little in this world that I can control. I can't control who's going to watch this video. I can't control who's going to comment on this video. I can't control who's going to stay or who's going to go. I can't control what our core holdings are going to do. There's 99.9% of what goes on in this world, if not more, that I can't control, and neither can you. So what I've realized as I'm rounding second base, heading for third in the game called life, is focus on what you do best, Jason, and let go of the rest. Focus on what you do best. Promote small business owners. Drive massive amounts of demand at shopsmallbiz.com when I get back from my vacation for the next 10 years. Right? Trysmallbiz.com still works, always will. That got us our base. We turned 2 years old on February the 28th. We now have 13,000 members. That's the supply. We now need to drive massive amounts of demand for no more than 250, currently at 229, actually 230. Someone joined this morning. So there's 20 openings. If I have a small biz, I'm not letting go of what I have, and I'm getting one of the remaining 20 holdings, because if you think I'm joking, I'm not. I'm just going to raise the price a little bit every other year or two. And inside of the Discord, it's 500 maxed out. Last I looked, 369. That's Tesla. This video is meant to be. It won't be seen by many, but it's meant to be seen by you. I am letting go of the F Joe Biden. I'm letting go of the F Taylor Swift. I'm letting go of all the political backstabbing and shit that I can't control. I can control when I get out of bed, when and where I pull the trigger, whether I go get my 10,000 steps or not, the attitude that I have when I get in front of a camera, how many times I actually get in front of a camera, how many punches I can take, or how much water I'm willing to let roll off my back. I can control that. And if I'm willing to let the chips fall where they may and stop with the complaining, stop with the backstabbing, stop with the F this, F that, still have my own sense of humor, but dial it back so that I can develop a relationship with a shopsmall.com owned by American Express, and I can get them to pay for some, if not of all, of the whores, divorce, and the cocktails, then yeah, we're going to get together. We're going to roll dice. We're going to have fun. We're probably going to have way too many adult beverages, and we're going to make those that don't partake in that sort of nightlife feel at home. Someone said to me in closing the other day, "You sound like an America First type Trumpster." Well, it's no secret I am voting for him, but I'm not unaware of the fact that he's a narcissist. He's got personality disorders. He, nor anyone else that's ever held office, is perfect. I just think he's better than the other guy, but I've voted blue as much or more than I have red in my entire life. I lean this way in support of our military. God bless each and every one of you who have served. I grew up 5 minutes from Fort Drum, the 10th Mountain Division. I believe in less government. Get the hell out of the way. Let us do our thing. But I'm also very sympathetic to those that may have a different sexual preference than myself and women's rights. I understand the predicament that both sides, if you will, are in. But I'm also a one love guy. I'm an America First guy. America First for independents, Republicans, Democrats, gay, straight, black, white, Jew, Palestinian, and any other fucking sect that you can come up with. But I think it's time that we let go of the bullshit that is way beyond our control and focus on what we do best. And for me, it's promote you. It's drive massive amount of demand by way of shopsmallbiz.com. And it's to keep people focused on investing most of their money for the long term, and then find out and fuck around, or fuck around and find out with 10 or 20% of your money inside of the core holdings. And the reason why I keep it at 7 and not 10 is that so you can go out and you want to play this game. I wouldn't do it for a variety of reasons. I'm an America First guy. I'm not supporting someone who's generating all the fentanyl in the world that's coming pouring through our borders. I'm not supporting someone that's stealing our farmland or intellectual property, but I also have to get to where I let go of that too. I can't control what they're doing any more than what these stocks are going to do. All I can do is get up every day and do me. And if you decide to hang out with me over the next 10 years, great. And if not, that's okay too. So until next time, always remember that I love you, making progress. And thanks for watching. Didn't talk about my stock.